All right, the AHIV. That would be the Czech Tankette, 1933, I believe, and I don't really have much to say about it. It's an older tank. It didn't really see any direct combat use, to my knowledge, although they were repurposed and reused, um, and did see combat in World War II. After receiving modifications or being altered by recipient nations. Well, I mean, Slovakia couldn't really be considered. They couldn't really be considered an acquisition of Slovakia because at the time these tanks were developed, Slovakia and Czechia were Czechoslovakia. So technically, the credit goes to each nation respectively in hindsight. So therefore, the acquisition of the 35 or so of these, I believe it was HIV. It could have been the LZ or the VZ-33 Tankette that I'm referring to. But anyway, Slovakia, or the Slavic Republic, as it was known during the World War II era, received a chunk of these. I think Romania got some, and I don't think Hungary needed any. Therefore, I don't think they received any. Hungary made some nice tanks, or at least the Toldi was nice, and the Zirini, Zirna, Zirina, Zirna, Zirina. I have no clue how to say that. I don't even know how to spell it, to be completely honest with you. It's Z. Actually, I do now. Zryini. Zrin. Zri. It's a complex word. I call them Zernal. uh, the anti-tank assault guns. They were nice. They performed well. The Marisol, the Marshall, Romanian anti-tank performed the best of the anti-tank / assault guns. The Marshall would have been more or less an anti-tank gun. It wouldn't have really. Well, I don't know. It wouldn't have really done well in an assault gun role, I don't think. But I can't say that for sure. I'm just saying that based on what I feel, based on the mechanics and the engineering layout of the thing. Basically, that thing, in my opinion, was so low profile that it was hard to hit for an enemy tank because, to my knowledge, barrels don't point downwards. I don't even think that would be good for the structural mechanics of the tank for a cannon to point downwards and then fire. I think it would blow the turret right off the hull if it's a powerful enough gun. But that's pretty much what made the Marshall an exceptional performer in battle, in my opinion, was its low profile, extremely low profile, versus its outright armament. I mean, it wasn't very heavily armored as a battle tank. It was thinly armored, actually. but it was just really sleek and maneuverable. And it was equipped with a very powerful Romanian anti-tank, the Rosita 4.3, 75 millimeter. Anyway, that's the new AHIV. If you remember my old Czech tanks, this is back, way back. They really needed some TLC. This was when I was really basically just learning how to fully define a model from, you know, customizing it or creating the model itself and then mapping textures. This was like one of the first sets I ever did, so it's a little rough around the edges to say the least, but having these laid out is going to make doing what I'm doing now a whole lot easier, because they're basically already scaled, they're basically already put together, and they're basically already reduced as far as polygons go. So I just got to fine-tune the geometry a little bit, and I remapped the textures obviously for one. I'm going to try to get 2 tanks on this sheet. This is the new one. Obviously it looks a lot better. I'm going to try to get 2 tanks, these 2 on a sheet, this one and the VZ34, predecessor of the 35 and the 38T tank. I believe this is the VZ34 right here, so I'm going to try to also get this mapped to that texture file. I can take these tracks, stick them here. I can take, I mean that's pretty much it. I can take the track cover, fender, and stick that here as well. And I think I can reuse the bulk of the rest of the body because they're pretty similar as far as, you know, I can stretch the UVs around that texture in a variety of ways to make it fit, and I think it'll work for the 34 as well. So I can get 2 for 1 on that. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm taking a break from the editing of units, because this is like real work. Anybody that says this is fun is getting a big ha 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 laugh, and I'll be sure to take note of that next time I next time I need to be critical of somebody that does data management and bookkeeping. I'll make sure I reference the fact that their job is very fun. I'll make sure I say, well, you're doing all, you're getting to do all the fun. You're getting to do all the fun. No, this is not fun. But the fun is playing it. It's just like a real job. The only difference is the payment system. In a real job, you get paid money. In this job, you get paid enjoyment and pleasure. But otherwise, it's the same exact thing. It's data processing and managing and configuration. It's work. So that gets mind-numbing after a while. I've done like 3 days straight of that, and taking a break to get back to modeling a little bit. And that's all I got to say about that. And that's my video. Love Chuck.